Howdy mates, good morning, how are we all doing? It is Wednesday, December 22nd, 2021, and I'm over visiting the Amberjack Environmental Park, which is in between Inglewood and Placida. So I've actually done a couple of videos here before, so I figured since it's been a little bit of a hot minute since my last visit, I thought I'd give it another visit. How about that? So Amberjack is considered to be one of the most scenic parks located in Charlotte County. It's among the favorites. But Amberjack really gives you that opportunity to really observe like an early formation of a hardwood hammock. And of course you can even see coastal scrub habitat as well. So let's just say Amberjack is considered to be one of the most diverse parks in terms of what kind of habitats there are. But as you can see, especially among a newly developing hardwood hammock, you have the opportunity to see plenty of Saw Palmetto. So Saw Palmetto is distinguished by looking at the stem. So here we go. So right down here, you can see that the stem has a bit of a rectangular or square shape. It's a common way of how you know if you're looking at a Saw Palmetto. Not only that, but when you touch along the edge of the stem, it feels like there's some sharp points, hence making it feel like a saw. But typically, these palmettos, they don't really grow that tall. Like some of these that we're seeing, they're essentially at basically their mature height. They're more of a shrub type of plant, more than anything. But as you can see, oftentimes it's completely clustered. Hold on a second. Like right down here. Yeah, like right there. It's one big cluster. Now, oftentimes too, when you feel a Saw Palmetto, it has a very rough texture. Kind of reminds you of feeling laminated paper. You know what I'm saying? Is there something to relate it to? But these plants have been very useful, especially for some of our tribes that used to live in this area, especially that of the Calusa. They would use a lot of those fronds as a means of making a shelter, for instance. And it's even nice fire material as well. Now, Saw Palmetto is used quite frequently, especially when it comes to medicine. So for instance, some of these medicinal uses I've read before haven't fully been proven by actual research. But from what I have read, one of the most common medicinal uses is using the berry, in the form of like a tablet. And apparently it's supposed to assist with prostate health in men. So for those of you who don't know what the prostate is, that refers to an organ in the male body that helps promote their production, you could say, when it comes to sexual reproduction. That's really the best neutral way that I can put it. But that has been one of the more well-known types of medicinal uses. In terms of any others, some of it is just simple belief, which hasn't fully been tested or proven. But yes, this is the Saw Palmetto. And as you can see, it is fairly abundant. And it's also a great cover plant too, in terms of our wildlife. A lot of our wildlife can hide in these quite easily. So it's a great means of cover as well. But typically they like to have well-drained soil most of the time. And considering, most of Florida, most of the soil is made up primarily of sand. That's just because, most of Florida used to be underneath the ocean at one point. So you could say a lot of the soil is still relatively young. Ooh, I heard something running. Sometimes what you have to look out for when you visit places like these are feral boars. Yeah, you really have to look out for them. But you can hear them. That's why I got my good old walking stick with me, if I have to use it. That's one of my pieces of advice too. If you ever go out on a hike and you can't really see everything that's around you, bring a walking stick or a knife, because you just never know. There's no such thing as a planned accident, I'm afraid. It's alright, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Go out and enjoy Florida's weather today. It is a bit cooler out, so it's quite enjoyable. We've had a little bit of a cold front move in, so it feels nice. It's alright, you guys. Take care. Enjoy your Wednesday, and Journey on a Journey is once again outwards. Take care, folks. See ya.